Griddle Master. Cooking up the good stuff.
Hey, Griddle Master Joe here with you. Today we are going to do quesadillas. We're going to do a shrimp quesadilla, we're going to do a chicken quesadilla, and we're going to do a shrimp and chicken quesadilla. So, let's get to it. I have all the ingredients here. The first thing we want to do is we want to take either a lemon or a lime. I decided to do a lime, and I have shrimp here. Now, I do want to stop and say, what I did was instead of doing, you can do little shrimp, uncooked shrimp, make sure they're uncooked, but I took the bigger shrimp and I cut them in half. So they're thin so that they lay on the quesadilla nice and flat instead of having big bulk of stuff, and it helps the shrimp to go a longer way. So they're cut in half. I'm going to add a tablespoon, which I just did a half of a lime, and I'm going to squirt it in. I'm going to go ahead and squirt it in. Make sure I get it in the bowl. So I want that tablespoon. I'm going to go ahead and set it down here. Okay. And I'm going to do the other one in the chicken. Okay, you wipe my hands. Don't want that. That lime has a good acid on there that'll clean your hands pretty well. All right, so now I'm also going to dump in some chili powder, probably about a tablespoon. And then I'm gonna do the shrimp first. I'm just gonna move it all around. You could have it in a bigger bowl, but I decided to do this. All right, and we want to let that set for about 10 minutes. Let me wipe my hands. Okay, I had my griddle on. I had it on high. Remember, I usually do mine on high for about 2 minutes, so that way it could heat up all throughout. Oop. So I just put a little bit of the chili powder like you saw, just so that way it coats it a little bit. When I go to put it on the griddle, I'll put a little bit more to give it a little bit better flavor. Real quick, I'm going to go ahead and clean my grill off. For me to do that, I got it up on high, and then I moved it down, and I'm going to squirt some water on here. Make sure I use my tongs because I don't want to touch it. That's hot. Make sure I get my trash can. Boom. All right, so we're giving the shrimp and the chicken about 10 minutes to marinate a little bit in that lime juice and the chili powder. So while we're waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and start on the tortillas. What we want to do is we could do butter, we could do some olive oil, but I like the butter oil because it's got both. And since I'm doing 3, remember I'm going to do a chicken, a shrimp and chicken. I'm going to go ahead and utilize my entire griddle top here. We want to do this over probably around 325 heat. It won't take long. We're going to drop the 3 on here. It's like deep frying without deep frying. Let them get coated with that butter oil. And then I'll go ahead and flip it. We're going to do this a couple of times. All right, it starts bubbling up. That's good. We get a bowl to put them in. See how fast that was? That was the first set. And again, I want to give the shrimp and chicken about that 10 minutes. Just so you know, I have some it calls for just Monterey cheese, so but I did a little Mexican combination of cheese. I think that goes really well with the quesadillas. We have some red onion, cilantro, gotta have cilantro, and then I have sour cream, and I have guacamole. It calls for just putting some avocado slices on, but I know a lot of people like to do the guacamole on with their quesadilla. All right, so we're gonna put a little bit more of the butter oil because we're gonna do the other three, which is, I'm just making sure all my burners are on low. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this side off. It's going to still stay warm, but I turned it off. It'll be hot enough to start these tortillas to do what we need to do with them. Now again, I flip them pretty fast for the first time because I want to get some more of that oil on them. All right. Let's start building. Oh, you know what? I jumped the gun. I'm going to go ahead and move them over here. I jumped the gun. We still got to cook the shrimp and the chicken. I knew there was something. So I want that pretty toasty. And I'll go ahead and put some butter oil here. Just let that get hot a little bit. Drop the shrimp over there, the chicken over here. You know the shrimp's not going to take long at all. And like I told you, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more chili powder all over. There we go. That'll give really good flavor. Now we don't have to cook this all the way through. but we want it quite a bit because it's not going to cook a whole lot more inside the tortilla. So the shrimp is done. I could just eat those right now. This chicken probably is, so I'm gonna give it just a little bit more. You know what I'm gonna do for the chicken? I'm gonna cut it. So a lot of you have asked, can you cut on the Griddle Master griddle top? Of course you can. All right. I just cut them. I cut them in the small, you know, relatively small bites, so that way when you're eating it, or when we cut it with the pizza cutter into the little shapes, it'll be good. It won't be whole pieces of chicken, big pieces of chicken. All right, so let's go to work. So we have the 3 of them. Let's put the cheese. Make sure you put cheese all around. Everyone wants cheese in every bite. Red onion. Cilantro. See, if you're in the house and you're in the frying pan, you got to be all neat. And now we could go ahead and drop the shrimp. Half shrimp. Because we're doing both shrimp and chicken. Chicken that's still hot. Woo! Real hot. Want to hurry up. I don't want them to burn. Put the tops on. Oh well, gotta flip it. That's the fun part. Flipping it. Did I get it flipped? Whew. I'm gonna move these over. Because remember, I turned this off. All right. All right, so that's it. They should be crunchy. And there you go. That fast? What are we talking? Less than 15 minutes? About 15 minutes? I am going to go ahead and turn all the burners off. Okay, so we have the sour cream and the guacamole. We can go ahead and I'll put it on the plate and then we'll take pictures. But you saw how easy this is. Quesadillas out on the Griddle Master Griddle Top. If you like our videos, remember to subscribe. Remember, you can get this Griddle Master Griddle Top to fit your grill. We custom make the grill to fit your barbecue. So you don't have to buy a whole nother unit, just the top. We don't sell grills, just the griddle top. All right, so hope you've enjoyed it. Remember, on YouTube, click that bell, ring that bell, so that way any new videos come out, you get notified. We don't do a whole lot. We want to try to release one a week. So it's just harder in the summer because it's so hot for us in South Florida. But again, hope you enjoyed it. Griddle Master, take a look at these pictures. Hope you enjoy them.